Alright, so today we are going to be flipping through this clay colored bullet journal from my shop, and before we even start, I do want to apologize. We moved to a new house over the summer, which means I've got a new filming setup which has a very creaky chair right there, and it's also directly under my son's room. He's supposed to be napping right now, but you may hear him playing in his crib up there. So this is the journal that we're flipping through today. It's one of the clay linen covered journals available in my shop. You can find those through the link down below. It's got 192 pages of 160 GSM stark white dot grid paper, all the things that I absolutely love in a journal. So this journal is for part of 2023, part of 2024. And it starts off with a bookshelf and goals page for her yearly spreads. With this page here, she'll just write in like the name or the author, whatever information she can fit along the spine of the book, and then color it in when she actually reads that book. Then we've got weekly gratitude pages, and this is a 6-month journal, so I have space for 6 months worth of weeks. Then we get into her highlights pages starting in November and going to April of 2024. She can write down just a few highlights each month, paste in some pictures, draw some doodles about the month, that kind of stuff. And that's all for the yearly spreads. After a few blank pages, we get into the first month, which, as I mentioned, is November. So for November, she wanted a really fall, autumn kind of theme. So I've got some falling leaves here in yellow and brown, and then I just added a bit of a pattern in the background in some spots. So for her monthly spreads, it's always the same each month. There's a monthly title page paired with kind of a monthly like emotional check-in, some kind of reflection page, whatever you want to call it. It's just got a few prompts. It says, in November, I'm feeling, I'm learning, I'm enjoying, and then she can just fill those in whenever she wants to during the month. For her next spreads, she's going to flip the journal over to use the calendar page here. So it's like a regular calendar, but it's actually not that much smaller. So normally I do my calendars 5x6. This one is just 5x5. So it's very similar size, but it looks a lot smaller because it's just squashed onto one page. And then below that, she's got a mood tracker and a sleep tracker. And I can talk a bit more about those in future months. Then we get into the weekly spreads, and I cycled between a few different weekly spreads. For November, I did this spread here, which she requested, where the days of the week are in the middle there. She is a writer, so on the side here, there's a spot for her word count each day, and then there's just a large task list over on the other side. Moving on to December, she wanted a penguin theme with some Christmassy elements, and that's what we've got here, a penguin with a Santa hat, and then just kind of some Christmas colored confetti all over the place. Again, we've got her little 1-page calendar, mood tracker, and sleep tracker. Now this is the second weekly layout that I used. So with this one here, you can see all the days of the week are over to one side here. And then over on the left, we again have her daily word count and a tasks list. And this is a full doodle journal, so every single page has some kind of doodle that goes along with that monthly theme. Moving into January, we have this little Polaroid theme, and I actually really like how this one turned out. I love this color combination. I actually used this for the same color combination plus green, I think, for my beginning of the year setup this year in 2023, and I just love the way that it looks. So again, we've got her title page, we've got her kind of check-in page to reflect on how she's feeling, things she's enjoying, things she's learning. And then again, she's going to flip it over to use the calendar spread, the mood tracker, and sleep tracker. So all of the days of the month are written along the bottom here. And then she's got her different moods. So from a sad face to a very happy face, and she can just kind of either color in up until the mood that she's at. She can just place a dot at the mood she's at, or she can do like lines, you know what I mean? So it kind of looks like a constellation. And she can do the same thing with her sleep, which again has the days and then just ranges from 5 hours of sleep to 10 hours of sleep. And the third and finally weekly layout, I'm biased. This one is always my favorite. I feel like anytime I use this weekly layout, I just love how it turns out. It's so simple, but I personally like it for myself and for custom journals. So as you can see, she's got the task list here, the doodle, but the daily word count is actually what's supposed to go here on this bar. So instead of having to make space in the margins for it, I just included it up with each day. So she can just write that in beside the actual header for that day. Then we've got February. So for February, she requested like moon and stars, that kind of thing. And I wanted to do something different instead of doing kind of the space themes that I've done before. So I decided to spread the title across 2 pages, and then also the check-in page that would normally be on the left is just below here. So we've still got the fancy title with the doodles, and then all of her prompts are down here for her to fill in. Again, we've got her calendar and her trackers. And then we're back to the first weekly layout style where the days of the week are in the middle, and then her daily word count and task list are over in the margins. Moving on to March, we've got these butterflies. This is the butterfly stamp that I use quite often. I really love this stamp set. And it's from Paperwrld, in case you're interested. I've got a discount code down below, as well as discount codes for really everything that I use in my bullet journal. These butterflies I used in my own September theme, not last year, but the year before, and that I think is my most popular plan with me on my channel. So I'll try to link that video up here in case you're interested. And I love stamps because you can reuse them over and over and over, but they save you so much time compared to like drawing out each of these butterflies. To just be able to stamp them on, I love it. I feel like they're a great, just kind of a great thing to invest in, as opposed to like stickers that are just one-time use, or even like, I don't know, markers I love, but having to draw all of your own doodles can take a lot of time and a lot of skill. So stamps are really great for that too. Then we're back to this weekly spread. And finally, we're on to April. Now, April is the final month in this journal. I think it's my favorite one in this journal. I don't know. I like a few of the ones in this journal. But anyways, we've got her sunflower themed title page and her check-in. Again, we've got her calendar and her trackers. And then we're back to my favorite weekly spread. And these are probably my favorite just in the whole journal. I love how this looks with the sunflower theme. And again, she's got her task list over in the margin, but then her daily word count is just gonna go in this box each day. That brings us to the end of this journal. She's still got about half of it to fill in for herself. Please do comment down below and let me know which of these monthly themes you liked the best.